Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Gigi congratulates Portia on her new position at the hospital. She thanks him and asks him not to mention it to Curtis just yet because she hasn't had a chance to tell him. She is also anticipating the official announcement. When Curtis hears a knock at the door at home, he lifts weights. Stella is here, and she's hoping this isn't the worst moment to drop by. As they catch up, he clarifies that it isn't and completes his previous set. She expresses her pride in him, and he responds that Trina, Portia, and Marshall are the reasons behind everything he does. He is aware of his family's need for him, and he will not disappoint them. Selena and her assistant, who are holding a huge gift basket, knock on the door. Stella queries what she desires. Stella claims she has no friends in the area despite Selena's claim that she is coming to see her pal. As Selena is a business associate, Curtis feels it's acceptable. Selena explains that she wanted to allow Curtis some time to get used to being back at home before going to see him when Stella briefly leaves them. She hopes that he has changed his mind and is prepared to sell his club. As Selena increases her offer for his club, Stella reappears. He questions her desire for his club when she could start her own for half of what she is asking. She claims that it is too much labor and that the Savoy is already well known. When Portia gets home, Stella informs her that Ms. Wu had just dropped by and she had arrived just in time. Selena declines Stella's offer to make them all tea because she has another appointment to get to. What was that about? Portia queries. Selena came to talk business, as Curtis explains, but he questions why she is home so early. Now that her appointment as co-chief of staff has been made public, Portia wanted to share the good news with him. She gets congratulated by Stella and Curtis. Portia proposes they remain in, but Stella insists they go out to dinner to celebrate. Curtis concurs with his aunt that they ought to leave the house. Portia is advised by Stella to deliver Selena's gift baskets to the hospital so the nurses can enjoy them. Later, Stella pulls Portia away and tells her not to be nervous around Curtis because he is more than capable of having a good time. Portia had assumed that he would feel more at ease here, but Stella reassures her that if he is unhappy, he would let them know. Austin reflects at his office on his testimony at Cyrus' hearing and the fact that Mason is still adamant about not letting Ava leave without Cyrus' consent. When Dex gets there, he inquires about if Austin has seen Ava. Despite the fact that Austin hasn't seen her in a few days, he recalls that Ava mentioned a trip to New York and an artist she wanted to represent. Dex praises him, grabs his head, and threatens to come after him if he learns he was engaged in anything shady concerning Ava. Dex bolts outside. Later, when Mason arrives out of nowhere, TJ contacts Austin to check in. TJ departs, but he is still apprehensive of Mason. Mason queries Austin over his wish to visit him. As one of Sonny's goons was in the area inquiring about Ava, Austin informs him that Sonny is aware of this. Mason claims that she is still securely imprisoned in the basement. Mason is informed by Austin that Sonny's man forewarned him that if anything happened to Ava, he would return for him. Mason feels as though he has a problem. Austin is baffled by Cyrus' actions and the reason he seemed to detest Sonny so much. Mason reveals that Cyrus learning about Laura was the beginning of it all. He claims that Cyrus became fixated on the idea that Sonny was seen as respectable and lived the kind of life Cyrus desired. Austin can't believe Cyrus' jealousy is the only reason for all of this. Mason cautions him not to act foolishly and to leave Sonny in the boss's capable hands. When Joss gets to Widemere, she tells Giles that Ava didn't pick up Avery from school last night out of worry for her. Giles extends an invitation to her and explains that he has been worried about Ms. Jerome because she hasn't been seen or heard from in a few days. In the living area, he did discover a broken martini glass, but it might have been an accident. Giles claims that Austin has been a frequent visitor, suggesting that they might be dating. Joss calls Dex and claims to have discovered something. Joss informs Dex that she found Ava's phone, which she would never have left behind, and a grape-flavored lollipops, which Avery despises, before Dex arrives. When Dex requests to view the security camera footage, Giles provides him a tablet to do so. They see Mason enter, but a hood prevents them from seeing his face. They investigate the dock cameras after seeing Ava leave with him and discovering he didn't utilize the launch because he had his own boat. Dex observes that they cannot obtain the harbor camera footage without contacting the police, but Joss has a different solution. Joss and Dex visit Spinelli to inform him of the whereabouts of Ava. Joss asks Spinelli if he can capture footage of Ava and another man pulling up to the piers by breaking into the harbor security. Spinelli gains access to the cameras, allowing them to recognize Austin's cousin Mason. They see them boarding a truck, which Spinelli discovers is registered to a Pawtucket-based trucking company. Dex requests that the company's address and the names of its employees because they will probably locate Ava there. Laura pays Cyrus a visit at Pentonville during off-visitation hours. Laura compliments his appearance and inquires about his well-being. Cyrus tells her about the vision of her that helped him survive a heart attack, assuming that Martin told her about his medical condition. Laura thinks Drew was more responsible for that. Cyrus describes Drew as a good man and guesses that she is not present because of his health. She was informed of his request for an early release. She either the mayor or his sister, he wonders. She claims that despite being mayor, she doesn't meddle in legal judgments. Cyrus questions whether Marty told her that he had given all of his money away. Laura claims Martin brought up the subject, but she finds it difficult to believe. When her friend Sonny gives away his dirty money, Cyrus names it that and questions why she doesn't question his motives. Laura acknowledges that others are surprised by her and Sonny's friendship, but she had no idea how much it bothered him. He wishes he had Sonny's bond with her in his. He claims that if he is freed, maybe they might develop a relationship as well. A guard contacts Cyrus to inquire about the judge's ruling. Laura's visit is appreciated, and Cyrus hopes to see her again soon. Later, Cyrus leaves Pentonville dressed normally as a free man. He enters a vehicle, which takes him away. The ceremony gets underway on the island as the priest discusses the value of marriage. The vows that Sonny and Nina have written are exchanged. Sonny makes the decision to disregard what he wrote and speak his truth. He expresses gratitude to her for her faith in him and for seeing more in him than he had ever seen in himself. He admires her for having the fortitude to stand up for them while everyone else was against them. He is certain that she is the one for him, and he will always love her. Nina acknowledges that she resisted the idea of the two of them dating for a very long time because she believed they couldn't possibly be compatible, but she soon found herself falling more and more in love with him. She liked both his dance moves and the way he stands up for his kids. He has given her the family she has always desired. She believes they can put their previous mistakes behind them and vows to love him for the rest of her life. The exchange of rings and official vows are conducted by the priest. They kiss after he declares them to be husband and wife. Nina is given a hug by Christina when she joins the family, and Donna asks whether she can start referring to Nina as Mama Nina at this point. Nina gives the young girl a hug and says she couldn't ask for anything more. Willow commends Sonny. She hears Sonny say that her mother is the best thing that has ever happened to him, and that she means the world to her. Following that, Willow congratulates and hugs Nina, and Michael hugs his dad. Nina is also welcomed into the family by Michael, who kisses her on the cheek. The individual whose back we can see claims Martin Gray sent them to the SEC. Since Martin turned in his mother and Drew, Michael needs to know who ordered Martin to act as a go-between. Michael gently circles back to face Nina. Michael observes from a distance as everyone starts to cut the cake. While Nina is having fun and raising a toast with Sonny, he gives her the side eye. As he watches everyone celebrate, his face only gets angrier. In the upcoming episode of General Hospital, Cody tells Sasha that she has just regained control of her life and is deciding to leave it. Maxie believes they are putting the wagon before the horse as she and Lucy have lunch. "Unless you know something I don't," declares Martin, "I have no business here." Willa questions Michael on why he didn't specify with whom he needed to speak. The arrival of someone on the island surprises Christina. Sam needs to have a strong belief, Carly tells her. Nana tells Sunny that he is the reason for everything as they watch the sunset together. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.